Hey, what's up, guys? Today I'm installing a 75mm throttle body from an Nissan Maxima on my M35X. I already have it removed. There's a lot of videos out there on YouTube how to remove the throttle body, so I'm not gonna go ahead and show you all that, but I wanted to show you. I did get a used one. It's not a new one, but I saved a couple bucks, a couple $100. This is the old one, and that's the new one. It's about 5mm wider. You can almost see it almost fits around the old one. Probably if I flip it over real quick, you guys can take a look at the back. It's on a wide angle, so it might be a little distorted, so it might not look great. But this is the bigger one right here, smaller. Okay. I got the adapter from Simplistic Garage. It's a very good quality. Comes with an O-ring on it. Got the wire harness and the gasket. Comes with all of that and some of the hardware. But yeah, that's about it. I'll go ahead and stop here, and then we'll pick up in a few minutes. Hey guys, so we're back. It's only really been like about 5 minutes. It's super easy to install, actually. There are some heater hose lines that go through the manifold. I was gonna delete that, but I don't have currently a bypass to connect that hose and this hose together, so I'm just gonna leave it like that for now. Either way, eventually I'm gonna take off this manifold. I have a separate one, spare one. The plenum, sorry, this is a plenum. I have a separate plenum as well as the manifold underneath that I'm going to be porting and polishing, especially here on this neck, because I do know that they're very restricted here, and that's why they don't make as much power as you could. So what I do recommend is that make sure this O-ring is on there correctly, because it does want to pop off. Other than that, very good. It does have a tapered design, so I'm assuming so that it flows in better without being disturbed, the airflow. On this M35, I currently have tubular headers as well as test pipes. eBay, of course. This is a budget build. Later I do have a mid pipe as well, 2.5 inch and 2.5 inch test pipes. Later on I'm gonna get the axle backs so it can sound a little better. Right now it's very raspy due to the test pipes, but from what I've heard, it's normal for when you only do test pipes for it to start sounding raspy. So with the axle back, supposedly it should help with that sound. I am also gonna get a 1/2 inch, which I don't see a lot of videos on that, but I'm gonna get a 1/2 inch plenum spacer to see how much better the car runs with it. But yeah, I'll get back to you in a few minutes. Okay guys, so it's installed. This hose right here is a little flexed out. You have to stretch this out a lot. What I recommend is stretch it over without this clamp on. Unscrew the clamp completely because it's not going to fit on there. You're going to have to unscrew it and then stretch it over. Alright? So then you're going to screw it back on. But everything's in there. That's a spacer right there. That's a spacer. Little adapter slash spacer. That's it. Runs good. Didn't have to do a idle relearn whatsoever on it, so it's essentially just bolt on and go. Yeah, look, that's the car. Might get some lowering springs later for it. Okay, so I installed it. It was a little bit hard to install, simply because I am using a stock intake. So you have to kind of what's it called, stretch it over the throttle body. It does fit. It's gonna fit a little wonky because the whole fact that you're stretching that coupler that goes right onto the throttle body, so it kind of moves things out of the way a little bit, like out of its original position. You can fit everything fine and you'll bolt on everything perfect. All you really need to do this install is basically a 10mm socket and ratchet, obviously, and a 5mm hex or Allen key, so that you can loosen the bolts for the throttle body. The Simplistics garage kit comes with all the hardware you need. You don't have to reuse any of your OEM bolts or anything like that. Everything is included on there. They do sell kit with the throttle body, but I opted out and went ahead and just bought my own throttle body separately, used, and it's good. I got the throttle body at the time of purchase, was $35, I believe. So you save about $100 more, considering the fact that Simplistics Garage's kit is already cheap as it is. I will provide links to everything. Essentially, they sell everything off of eBay, their store. So you'd be able to find everything there. And if anything, you can just search up, if you search up G35 or even VQ35DE 75mm throttle body, it'll instantly pop up. You'll see it there. They have a couple different options. You can get it with the harness, without the harness. The spacer adapter is what I mean. You can also get it with the throttle body. I believe with the throttle body, it's $290 as of right now, more or less. And the kit that I got was just the throttle body, spacer adapter /adapter with the harness to go ahead and plug and play. That was I believe $180, $190 plus $37 for the throttle body, or $35 for the throttle body. Not bad at all. The car does respond a lot better. I'm pretty sure that if you tune it with that throttle body and an intake, you're obviously going to get a lot better response and gains of power. Right now, without a tune, I'm sure it doesn't really make much of a difference in power wise. It's just the throttle response is so much better now. It responds way better than before. And honestly, I'm not looking for high numbers on the car. I just want it to be good off the line, whole shots and stuff like that, just light to light, just to enjoy the car. But so far it's driving good, and surprisingly I didn't have to do the idle relearn at all. None whatsoever. As soon as I put it on, turned on the car was idling perfectly fine. What I am gonna tell you is that if you can, when you go to install that kit, to make sure that the car is nice and cool, like as cold as possible, because if you didn't notice, I was having issues with the O-ring, because I guess from the heat it started to expand the O-ring and it kept popping out. So I just be careful with that. Keep an eye on it. Make sure when you go ahead and install it that it's on there, because mine almost fell. I almost didn't notice that it was hanging. So I caught it just in time, right before I was gonna install the throttle body. fiddled with that for a little bit because I was struggling with it. But after that, it was golden. No issues whatsoever. Installed perfectly. Let me see if I can. Let's go around. Go around over here. We'll give it a hit from the hole. Maybe we'll do a 20 roll and then hit it from there so you can see how fast. I mean, the video is not gonna really show you much, but it's just the feeling of it's more of the feeling. Okay, so if we were to, let's do I don't want to slow down too much on this street, so we'll do a second gear, 40, and then it's just so much quicker. Like, honestly, you can't feel that it has a little bit more of a kick to it now than before. It just hits so much harder. But yeah, that's about it. I don't have much of an intro or an outro. Unfortunately, this is first videos, so we'll catch up later once I get some more parts for this car, and then we'll see how good we can make it. All right, take it easy, guys.